Hi guys, and welcome back to Pen and Pencil Academy. In this video, we are going to look at how to multiply single brackets. Now, if I just show you an example of a question, and then we'll go through it. So here's the question. So it says, the question would be expand or multiply out these brackets. And the first thing that we need to do is look at the number outside the brackets, because that's a very important number, and that's because we need to multiply it by this term first, and then we multiply it by this term. So if we do 3 times 4x, we can write it here, 3 multiplied by 4x, and then we're adding on 3 times 2. So what we get is 12x plus 6. So that is multiplying out that first question. So all we've done is we've multiplied the number outside the bracket by each term that's inside the bracket. And here it was a plus, so the answer has a plus. And if we look at another example where there's a negative sign, it's exactly the same procedure, the same process, just with a negative sign in the answer. So here is the second question. And again, you can see that we have a number outside the bracket, and then we've got a bracket, and inside it says 6x minus 4. So if we're multiplying this out, we would have to do 2 times 6x plus 2 times minus 4. So 2 times 6x plus 2 multiplied by minus 4. So all that would be is 2 times 6 is 12, so 12x. Now 2 multiplied by negative 4 is negative 8. And if we have a plus and a minus together, it just becomes a negative. So the answer is 12x minus 8. And that was an example with a negative. Notice in these two questions, we only have an unknown inside the bracket. But what if we have an unknown outside the bracket? And this can be any letter, so A, B, C, X, or Y. So if we look at another example where we've got a number, an unknown, inside and outside the bracket. So here's the question. We have to multiply 2a by 3a add 4. So this process is exactly the same. So 2a times 3a plus 2a times by 4. So I've just written out the multiplication that we need to do, and we can see that 2a times 3a, when we multiply them together, 2 times 3 is 6, and a multiplied by a is just a squared. So that's our first part of the answer. And 2a multiplied by 4 is, if we do 2 times 4, that's 8, times by the a is 8a. And it's a positive because here is a positive. There's no negative in here. So now you know how to expand single brackets with an unknown, a single unknown inside the bracket, and you know how to do it when there's one outside and inside. So there's two unknowns. And we also looked at positive and negative signs and how that impacts our answer. But what if the letters of the unknown are different inside and outside the bracket? Let's look at our final example. So here you can see that you've got two different letters, X and Y. And what we do is, don't panic, first of all. We've got X and we've got Y. But if we do the same process as we've been doing before for the previous 3 questions, we'll see that it's not that difficult. So 4x multiplied by the 2y and the 4x multiplied by the 7. Now if we look here, 4x multiplied by 2y, we would get, so 4 times 2 is 8. And x times y is just x, y. That's all it is. And then we add on 4x times 7. So 4 times 7 is 28. So we add on 28x. And that is how you multiply out single brackets. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching.